Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is almost like you're here, but it's just me. We're going to be reviewing new books coming out next Wednesday, June 3rd. Hard to believe we're almost halfway through the year now. Crazy. 2026 is flying by, and there's been a lot of good comic books coming out this year so far, at least in my opinion. Especially the Absolute Batman stuff, right? Everyone can't stop talking about that. It's all over all the Hot 10 lists, it seems like every week. Yeah, so let's dive into it here. We're using Midtown, of course, as our proxy. Let's take a look at the books coming out and hitting the shelves next week. So let's give you a little bit of time to make plans. See if you can call your local comic book shop, see if there's a particular book that you got your eye on. Maybe you can find it there. Maybe Midtown has it still available. Who knows? Let's take a look. Starting off with Dark Horse, FML number 8. I don't really know much about this book. Kelly Sue DeConnick. Oh, yeah, boy. Not a big fan of the writer there. Lopez is a good artist, though, so it might be worth taking a look at. Frankenstein New World, The Speed of Darkness, Issue 2. This is, of course, the world of Hellboy. Mike Mignola just keeps pumping out book after book. Another Frankenstein book, Issue 2, so that might be worth taking a look at. Magic the Gathering, Untold Stories of Elspeth, Issue 4. Looks like that B cover is sold out at Midtown. That one looks okay. Looks all right. Michael Walsh did the C cover. Mega Ghost number 3. Only the Savage Are Left, issue number 1. I really dig the B cover by Mastrazzo. I've always been a fan of Mastrazzo's art. I definitely pre-ordered that one. There's a David Mack cover as well. I think that's a 1 in 25. The Ring, The Man Who Beat the Man, issue number 1. Looks like just a one cover. Wrestling book, I don't know. Gail Simone's the writer. I'm not too sure about that one. That's it for Dark Horse. DC Comics, we got a second printing of Absolute Batman number 20. First appearance of the Robins. That's definitely one that should be on your pull list. Especially, I think the second printing is a good one to get, just because the first print was damaged, or at least I think all of them were damaged. So there should be a decent amount of people trying to pick up the second printing. Got a third printing on Absolute Batman Arkham Special. Every time they come out with another printing, it makes the first print worth more. At least theoretically it should. There's also a B cover by Rodriguez on that third print. You've got some signed books here of Absolute Green Arrow. Some of them are sold out, some of them aren't. So take a look at that if you're interested. Absolute Green Lantern number 15. Several covers to pick from. Absolute Martian Manhunter 11 went to a second printing. I've heard good things about. I've not read any. I think I've got an issue coming out. I think I pre-ordered one of the copies. Have not been collecting Absolute Martian Manhunter. I've heard it's a really good read though. It's kind of trippy art, and I probably should have collected it. Oh well. Adventures of Superman, Book of L, issue 9. The Perio cover's nice. Who doesn't like a good old Perio cover? Batgirl number 20. I do like the Terso Cons cover. Beautiful art on that one. Batman 163. You've got these connecting covers by Jim Lee. Take a look at those. Batman number 10. You don't hear much about regular Batman. Poor Matt Fraction. He's probably like, what do I got to do to get noticed here? I mean, these are some good covers. I like that Molina cover a lot. It's probably my favorite. I got to be honest, I've not been reading it. Just too wrapped up in Absolute Batman right now, so I don't know. Bizarro Year None, issue number 1. I do like that second printing. Paulo Rivera, that's a good cover. I like that. You got a Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog, and DC, issue 2. Dead Man number 1. The Cho cover is pretty cool. Tula Lote did a cover. She really should just do. Yeah, I don't like her. I like her doing female cover. You know, she does. She draws females amazing. That one's not the greatest in my opinion. I really do like the Martin Morazzo foil cover though. That one looks pretty cool. That's the one I would grab. There's also an incentive by Cho as well. Mike Choi, rather. I got a Harley book, JSA number 20. I do like that Taylor cover. That one's pretty good. Mad About DC. This is a one-shot. Second printing by Bisley. That one looks pretty cool. Poison Ivy 45. Don Aguilo, man, he's a good artist. His art on, by the way, Spawn, I'm going to highlight that book in a minute, is just fantastic. Supergirl Survive, number 1. Multiple covers. Homer did a cover. That one looks all right. Superman number 36. Second printing by Dan Mora. That one looks pretty good. And that's it. The rest are hardcovers and trades. Dynamite Entertainment. Not a whole lot from them next week. There's a couple. In Midtown's a couple one-offs. Mystery blind bags. Looks like a couple blind bags. Some Party Virgin variant. Not much from them next week. IDW Publishing. Event Horizon Inferno issue 2. Christian Ward, yeah, I really enjoyed the first series. I did read the first issue the other day, so this is definitely on my pull list. Hell in Space, man, that's what it is. It's just, yeah, it's creepy and gruesome and a good read. I think Christian Ward does a good job. The art by Rob Carey is pretty good as well. There's multiple covers. I think I'm just doing the A cover for the most part. Exorcism at Buckingham Palace, issue 3. I've read the first 2 issues. I like it. I've basically just been grabbing the B covers by Damian Worm. You know, his art is just fantastic. It's perfect for this series. So I'm just picking up just the B covers. Godzilla number 11. There's an Ito cover. That one's pretty good. Regularly priced. The 1 in 25 movie homage variant by D. Martinez is still available at Midtown. You got Twilight Zone number 7. That's it from IDW Image. Remember those old guidebook, Marvel guidebooks? I definitely remember those back in the 80s. They were in dollar bins forever, though. I don't know. I guess some of them are collectible, but I never really bought them because it's sort of just like a rehash of all the different characters. There's some writing about it. I don't know. I never picked those up, but they're still making them today. If Destruction Be Our Lot, issue number 1, second printing. Midtown also has some signed copies of the first issue if you're interested, still available. Let me go down a little bit here. I'm going to skip some of this stuff. She-Spawn issue 2. Yeah, Spawn 376, man, I really, really love that cover by Don Aquillo. It's really, really good. One of the covers of the week for sure. There's a trade and Virgin, still both available at Midtown. The 1 in 50 Simon Bianchi foil Virgin variant sold out at Midtown very, very quickly. There's one copy on eBay for $230. Seems a little crazy. Somebody grabbed it for 90 bucks. I mean, this is a 1 in 50, guys. So this is normally a book that should be selling around 50, maybe $60 at the most. Selling for way more than that. King Spawn had a 1 in 50 a week ago. I should be getting that in the mail soon. I missed this. I did not know about it. I don't know why I didn't know about it. I should have. I like it. It's a good cover. Simon Bianchi is definitely a good artist, Italian artist that, you know, he's interesting. He's got an interesting process of how he draws as well. I know there's a bunch of videos if you want to check it out on YouTube of him drawing. I like the cover a lot. I'm not going to pay $230 for it. If I could find one on eBay for under 100 bucks, I probably would grab one because I do think long term, these are really, really good books to grab because let's face it, I mean, just not a lot of comic shops are going to order 50 copies of issue 376 unless there's some kind of event behind it, like a special number, like Spawn 300. Obviously, a lot of shops went heavy on that because it was a pivotal issue in the run. It's one of the longest independent titles in history. There was a lot behind that promotion of Spawn 300, but 376, yeah, it's just not. It's not on a lot of people's radars, especially retailers. So this would be a very, very difficult book to find. If you find it in a comic book shop for under 100 bucks, I would definitely grab one because I definitely think long term this could be a $200 to $300 book. Kind of like Spawn. Was it? I think I have it. Spawn 360, the Brett Booth one. That 1 in 50, that consistently sells above $200 per copy now. So just to give you an idea, yeah, I mean, $230 on eBay, that's at the top end. I mean, if it was around 100 bucks, I'd probably pull the trigger, but yeah, 230 just seems outrageous. But long term, I think that's a good book to still, if you could get it under $100, I think that would be a fantastic buy. Transformers the movie 40th anniversary edition. This is a reprint, I believe. Sean Gordon Murphy. How come he doesn't go by Sean Gordon Murphy anymore? It just says Sean Murphy. Left out the Gordon. I guess it's too long. I don't know. There's a couple different covers there. Incentive cover, blank cover. And I think that does it for Image. Let's move on. Next is Marvel. Amazing Spider-Man number 30. Nice Bermejo cover. I like that one. Doctor Strange. B cover is by Alex Ross. That one's pretty nice. Fantastic Four B cover is also by Alex Ross. Godzilla Infinity Roar. It's kind of a hard word to say sometimes, isn't it? B cover by Brooks looks nice. Is anybody reading Iron Man? I don't know. I haven't heard much about it. Mark Spector Moon Knight issue 5. I do like the Noji-san incentive cover. It's a 1 in 25. That one's nice. Yeah, there's a couple Star Wars books. I don't think anyone's interested in Star Wars. By the way, that latest Grogu, Mandalorian Grogu movie has not done very well. I kind of just movies don't do real. I mean, remember when movies would do $1 billion like within the first couple months? That was years ago. Even that Michael Jackson movie, largest movie in the world right now, I think it's done 800 million worldwide. If that thing came out 10 years ago, it would have done 2 billion by now. So it's just we live in a different world. People don't go to the movies near as much. I think that's part of the problem. We're just inundated with so much entertainment and information these days. Streaming, it's just everything is thrown at us. I think that's part of the problem, but oh well, I digress. Moving on. Storm's Earth's Mightiest Mutant #5. I do like that B cover by Putri. Very, very, very good work there by Putri. I like that one. You got an X-Men #29. A bunch of covers there. Wade Wilson Deadpool, rather. Issue 5. That'll be out next week. Nothing too fantastic as far as covers go there. What if Cyclops stayed with Madeline Pryor? Does anybody care? I don't think anybody cares about that. I don't know. I can't see picking that up, but oh well. I mean, Marvel books are just not selling. I think Absolute Batman sells alone more than all the Marvel books combined, which is it's an alarming stat, but I believe that is the case. It's freaking crazy. Independence. Let's see, is there anything worth mentioning here? I don't know. Let me go down the list here. There might be 1 or 2 books to mention. Estuary, A Ghost Story, issue 3. Manhouse, doing the interior art. I do like that B cover, and there is a version of it as well by Nathan Uten. Excommunicated #1, second printing. I did read that today. I liked it. Decent first issue. Vault Comics. And it looks like the second printing incentive by Ito sold out at Midtown. I don't know. What else should we mention? Power Rangers book. I think that might be it. It's not again, kind of a light week, which I don't mind sometimes. This collecting business gets tough on the wallet. So yeah, kind of a light week next week, especially with independence. Not a whole lot to mention. But again, I think the book that everyone's going to try to find is that Spawn 376, the 1 in 50. That should be a tough book to find. Definitely going to be selling for over $100. At least it seems that way. We'll see. Maybe there's more that ordered that book. I mean, regular Spawn you might see more of those out there just because some retailers do order more of Spawn books than King Spawn or Scorched. I mean, those books last week, they're just not heavily ordered. Spawn definitely should have higher order amounts, so we might see more hit the market next week, but keep your eyes open for that one. I think it is a nice cover, but man, the regular cover by Gwillo is just fantastic. So, yeah, the art is amazing on that. All right, guys, that's what I had for you. Those are the books coming out. Tomorrow evening, I'm not playing golf. My son has his 8th grade graduation, so I might be doing a live stream when I get back from that, which probably be around 9 o'clock, 9:30. So if you guys are up for a later evening live stream, I might do that. I got a lot of books that I can show off. I got some stuff in the mail. I got a Kickstarter that came in the mail just the other day. I could kind of show that. So there's some cool things that we could do a show and tell on, talk about some comics, what's going on in the comic industry. So yeah, I'm going to try to do that tomorrow evening, probably around 9 or 9:30. So heads up on that. Hope everyone has a great day. Go get your comics, and I'll see you soon.